Hey, we're live. Good morning. Welcome to the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. Hope you're doing well today. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. This weekend, so we're starting a new theme program this week. I put up a newsletter on LinkedIn, put it up on our website, trying to figure out what it would look like. So bear with me on the formatting as we go through, and please give me feedback, what you like, don't like about it, what information's good, what's not good in the weekly. It's like a summary for the week. I did put that out late last night, as well as our Chat GPT discussion over there. AI, how can it help you as an agile person going through some activities? So this weekend I was, and this part of our new theme where Monday is Metric Monday, right? So we got a couple things we're doing. Monday's Metric Monday. Um, Tuesday is 2 for Tuesday. How do you 10x what you're doing, right? Wednesday is we is in team. Thursday is a retrospective. Friday is Fun Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday are self creation, self improvement. So today on Metric Monday. So this weekend I was helping my son with his Webelos badge. He's got a book. Webelos badge. He's working for Scouting. And one of the activities is called, hi, Bubbles. Bubbles here. Stronger, faster, higher. Of course, Bubbles is here. I want to say hi. There's Bubs. She just came. She's like, oh, the show's on. I need to be here. I need to mess with that. Anyway, so I was working on them. And in there, they have this metrics page. I don't know if you can see it on the screen. And I'll talk about it. But it's very simple. It's got the skills. We'll go through this all. But this made me think about, is really nice and simple. It has time. It made me think about the 3 metrics that I recommend from a Timebox perspective, things that you measure at the end of each Timebox, each sprint. So that's what we're going to talk about today. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. And here we talk about Scrum and Agile on the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show in ways that are tactical and practical so you can bring value to your customer, not work crazy hours to get that value, and to have a little fun along the way. And so having fun with my son. Actually, I had to do the exercises too. So this is all about getting more healthy. This section is part of the badge that you need to complete in order to get your Webelos badge for my son. That's what I was talking about. So in here, they have a couple things. They have very simple metrics. They have 20-yard dash, vertical jump, lifting a 5-pound weight, push-ups, curls, and jumping rope. And what they did is in there, they made a couple columns, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. So in essence, for 4 weeks, you measure yourself and see how you're doing. And then it made me think about, one, I liked how simple it was. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They only have 6 metrics they look at that you check in on once a week at the end of your Timebox, right? Myself, what I like to recommend, I have 3 metrics that I recommend looking at the end of the Timebox. And to be honest with you, they're kind of interrelated with each other. So it's the same data, looking at it in 3 different ways. So it's even simpler. So one is, yes, I look at velocity and oh my God, velocity is terrible. No, just listen to what I'm saying. So I look at velocity, I measure that. That's how many story points you get. The team gets done in a sprint, not an individual, but the team gets done in a sprint. From that velocity, I look at an average change, a delta in velocity for sprint after sprint. So it's not, going up. It's like, by what percentage does it go up or down, or does it stay the same? Are we stagnant? Are we growing a little bit in our productivity? Now I'm losing my voice. In our productivity, producing more without working harder, or are we going down, right? Are we declining in our productivity? So that's where that delta, the acceleration number is. And that's really a comparison between previous velocity and current velocity. What's the delta? And then you divide that by the total previous velocity, right? So you know how much is it increasing or increasing. It gives you a percentage, not a number, a percentage. So, and then the third one is the difference between what a team commits to being done and what they get done. Okay. So there's only 3 metrics I really look at. And then there's other ways I can use those to look at different things that I want. But I look at those 3 metrics. Now, here's what's different from what's in this book and in the Webelos book. And I have another one for next week too, by the way, which is it was interesting, the thought process. So what they don't ask you to do in this exercise, which is what I ask you people to do. I look at those 3 metrics and I challenge my team. What would we do to improve any one of those 3 metrics? Because they're kind of different in a way, right? They're kind of similar, but they are different. How do we improve the growth? How do we maintain the difference between what we commit to and what we don't, right? What can we do as a team to make it better? Now, they measure things, but let's say if you don't do anything, let me ask you a question. If you don't do anything to improve these things, should these numbers improve over time? The answer is no. This is where an agile coach and scrum master really got to push on the team a little bit and says, challenge them, but they don't want to do it. I don't want to do my push-ups. I don't want to do any jogging. I don't want to do any practice jumping. Is your vertical leap going to actually change if you don't like practice jumping? Maybe you put a basketball on. Maybe you make it fun. I don't know. But if you don't do that work on it, it's never going to get any better, right? Push-ups. If you don't do your push-ups, your push-up score is not going to get any better, right? So this is what we also got to look at this. If we don't do anything to improve, what are you doing, Bubbles? Jeez, I don't know what she's doing. Who's the tail? If we don't do anything to improve our scores, our metrics, purposefully, we'll never get any better. We're just measuring things. We're just an agile accountant. We're just measuring things for the sake of measuring things. Because what I see in a lot of teams where I don't see them getting any better, yeah, we have the metric. What are you doing to make the metric better? What are you doing to move that needle? And these are just 3 simple metrics that come right out of a lot of the Scrum thing. A lot of the tools provide that information. I have to tweak a little bit, but again, from an agile coaching, what are we doing to make that metric better, right? So I keep it simple so that I can ask them, okay, of these 3 metrics, what do you want to do in this sprint to get a better record? What are we going to work out on? Are we going to work out on automation? What things can we do to improve these scores? And you have to ask the question. What I like about the metrics, and we can do a lot of metrics things, but what I like this fact is that they do ask you to record the metrics so you can reflect on it to see if you're getting any better. If you're not getting any better, then that's a perfect retrospective item. Why aren't we getting any better? What's blocking us from getting any better? And keep simple metrics rather than a whole mess of metrics, complication, because we really don't need to measure all those things. Just need to keep it simple. So from the Webelos guide, helping my son out this weekend, looking at how they want a metric, and he has to measure those things today. It was raining all weekend, so we're going to do that today when he gets home. Find out how we're going to measure it, and then I'm going to challenge him and myself. I'm going to do it with him, a buddy system. That's another thing you can do. I'm going to do a buddy system with him too. I'm going to do some of those exercises too as we move along, so that he has someone to do it with. Sometimes doing it on yourself, all by yourself, is hard. That's why it's nice to have these as a team metrics, right? So that's what I had for you on Metric Monday. It's amazing how Bubbles, how this little guide in Webelos really made me think about simple metrics at the end of every sprint. What was our velocity? What was our change in velocity from previous sprint? So are we getting better or worse? And then what is the difference between what are we committed to and what we got done? How do we improve those 3 things, right? Or is it improved? What can we do? So that's what I have for today on Metric Monday. Remember, tomorrow is going to be 2 for Tuesday. So how do we double our productivity? So there'll be more productivity questions. How do we double our own income? So it's not going to be just like metrics, but how do you improve your career, get more income for yourself. Could be that too. As far as an agile career goes, what you do, what do you position yourself? So that's on Tuesdays. With that, I want to say have a great day. Happy scrumming. Give me some feedback on the newsletter, what you see. Let me know how LinkedIn is marketing in it. I'm gonna text some people that I know and ask them, did you get anything? What does it look like? What's it look on the other side? Because that's part of the analysis too, right? Getting out there, putting it out there, and see what it does. All right. Take care, everyone. Bubbles, say goodbye. Bubbles says goodbye. And have a great day. There's cat fluff everywhere. What's going on? Oh, Bubbles. Ah. Have fun. See ya.